Getting some raspberries. Hi everyone, welcome back to Blessings from the Garden. My name is Soroya. Now, one of our subscribers asked us how do we plant our ginger because she saw us reaping the ginger from our containers. We put a short clip for you to see what we have reaped from our containers. So this is one of the containers. So let's see what we have here. And the soil is pretty dry. All right. Trying to save as much dirt as possible. The ones that we planted out and harvested from, we did buy them at the supermarket. So you can easily buy store-bought gingers or rhizomes, they're called rhizomes, and plant them out. Now, these are how they look up close. And what will happen is that when they make contact with the soil, then these little areas that are a bit bumpy, they will grow into what we call roots, but green stems will shoot from them. So they will produce shoots and they will grow into ginger plants. So let me show you. We do have one ginger plant or a couple of ginger plants in a garden bed that we planted out about a month or two ago. So let me show you the different stages. So from here, from this to that stage. All right, so this bed has the ginger plants in along with some other stuff. There's a tomato plant that I'm looking at in the bed as well, along with basil. But our focus is on the ginger plants. So they will sprout and produce those green leaves. And the leaves will get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you do have to feed them if you want to have a massive ginger root like these. All right, so I'm going to take you now through the steps in which we plant out the ginger rhizomes. Alright guys, so this is an amended soil, right? So you can add whatever amendments that you have access to, rabbit poo, horse manure, whatever you have access to. Alright, so it's pretty easy. All you need to do is just to make a deep enough hole to hold the ginger, not too deep, not too shallow. And what we're going to do is to top up. When the ginger begins to grow, we'll top up the soil. It's as simple as that. And you just cover. We had some rains, so the soil is a bit moist, but I'm going to give it a little bit more water. So not much water should be added when you're watering this container, just a little bit so that the soil gets in contact with the ginger root. And what you need to do is to see how much water the ginger root will need on a daily basis. So what you can do is test it with a finger, and if the soil is moist, there's no need to water it. So if you went down about 2 inches deep and it is moist, there's no need to water the container. All right, so as we said before, when they do come up, we'll add more soil and actually add more um, manure, whether it is green manure, horse manure, or rabbit poop, whatever the works, whatever we have access to. All right. So it's very simple, just like that. And we did get a lot of ginger. All right, guys. So it's this easy, very, very easy. Nothing to it, and you don't need a lot of time to baby this up because it is quite easy. The process is very simple. So we'll give you a recap, about a minute or two recap of what we got from that harvest. And trust me, we did get a lot of ginger roots. All right, so now I'm going to take some things from the garden, not a lot, just some raspberries and the cucumber. We'll get the veggies on the next day. All right, getting some raspberries. Oopsie, something fell. And this is our second harvest for the season for this time around. We had another plant, but that one didn't make it. So we're grateful that this one is producing. All right, so there are actually some tomatoes that we're going to get as well. These are the gold nugget tomatoes, and these are cherry tomatoes. So we have three from this plant. So there are more on the plant, but they are pretty green. As you can see, look at the clusters, they're pretty green. As it rains, the slug starts coming in full force. And trust me, guys, they are so big. And this is the third one that we have seen in the garden in about 2 weeks. And if you let them stay there, they will actually eat down everything. All right, so I'm going to take him up. Actually, he's trying to eat something, and that is the zinnia flowers he's eating. Look at him. Oh, it's so slimy. Oh, slimy. Stacy, these ones are much bigger than yours because last week we took off one that is actually double this size. All right, I'm going to get rid of him before he actually do any damage. Only cucumber that is on this plant. So we can prepare a salad from this, from our tomatoes and cucumber. All right. Alright guys, so this is our little harvest for today, February 20th, 2025. So ginger is very easy to grow. Just get your rhizomes from the supermarket, put them in the container. Before you put them in the container though, please amend your soil. Alright, and while growing, in the growing stage, you can also top dress. Because I think they're very heavy feeders. I'm not quite sure, I have to do my research on that. But you can also top dress them after they have grown somewhat. Now, if you have any more questions for us, if you have any more things that you need to answer, you can leave them in the comments and we will address them as best as possible. Thank you for staying with us. We thank you to our new subscribers. We appreciate you, and to our oldies, we do appreciate you. Please ensure to grow that garden one container at a time, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.